Hello friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Jen and this is my creative space here on YouTube. This is episode 6. Today is February 14th, 2026. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you're having a relaxing day, staying warm, and enjoying it with loved ones or enjoying it with yourself, doing the things you love to do the most. Today we're going to talk about cross stitch, some sock knitting, chunky yarn knitting, and I'm going to show off some yarn that I got at a fiber festival. Lots to talk about today. Let's get started. The first thing I want to show is progress on my Sunflowers in Summer project by Country Cottage Needleworks. It is almost there. I just have this bottom to go, just finish some words and finish off the motif at the bottom, and then it'll be all finished. And wouldn't you know it, I did run out of this green dyed floss, the Baby Spinach by Gentle Arts. I went ahead and bought another skein like I was hoping I didn't have to, but oh well, I'm probably going to need that for another project anyway, I suppose. This is on, I can't remember. I keep guessing. I think it's a 30 count linen, and I don't remember the color. But I'm going to just be very happy when it's over, because this has been a work in progress for way too long. The next project I have is by the Tiny Modernist. And I've become a real fan of her needlework. I think her designs are really cute. They're very simple, nothing overly complicated, and I'm really enjoying them. I actually joined her Patreon page, which doesn't cost that much. I think it's only $8 a month, and she comes out with a lot of patterns. I mean, you really get bang for your buck being a part of her Patreon page. She came out with a stitch along that I just loved when I saw. It's called These Plants Can Kill. It's a 6-month stitch along. She's coming out with one part for 6 months, and she started it, the first one in January. The second one actually just came out today. And I know that once her patterns have run its course in the Patreon page, she doesn't release them for like a year. This one won't be out until probably sometime in 2027. But so I do have a start on it. This is on 32 count Stone Gray Lugana by Zweigert. If I had to guess, stitching a skull, this white part here, and I think this is part of the word poison. She's calling the garden the Poison Garden. Really cute. I think I only worked on this like 1 or 2 days, and I haven't really picked it up again. It's very hard for me to stitch during the week because I have just limited time in the evenings. The only times I can really stitch on anything is the weekends. And I just bought a new hoop stand, which I'm really excited to use, because I'm one of those types of stitchers that I need my left hand to push the needle back up, because I'm not one of these kind of stitchers. I don't like doing that. I like to use my right hand for the top and then use the bottom hand to pull through and push up. I'm hoping the stand that I found on Amazon is good for that. I'm going to keep working on this. And as I've been organizing my craft room, I actually found some more like ornament patterns that I'm probably going to start very soon that I totally forgot I even had, and I'm really excited about that because in one of my previous videos I had mentioned that when I decorated my Christmas tree, like I had no handmade ornaments for my tree. I don't know, I thought I had more, but I guess I don't. And I really just want to make more for my Christmas trees. I'm glad that I found my hidden stash of patterns to make ornaments. those will be coming soon. But these are all the only cross stitch pieces that I have to show today. My next projects are my socks in progress. These are my Christmas socks that I had started. This one, I finished the heel flap, and now I need to start the heel turn. And the yarn is by Hypnotic Yarn, and it's called Christmas Confections. Super pretty. And these I'm knitting on size 1, 2.25 9-inch circulars by Chagu. Now, I know these are not 9 inches. These are the 9 inches. I took out my 16 inchers to do the heel flap. And I just left the other side on the 9-inch circulars just temporarily to finish this part. Okay. Those are those. And then my other sock project are my Seaside socks. Working on the foot. Kind of annoyed because one of my kitties got a hold of this one and she thinks all of my sock projects are toys for her, or my yarn just in general, and I can see where her little claw snagged a stitch. I do some repair work to that. But you see how she's already she's gotten a hold of this skein, and I'm just trying to keep it together so it doesn't get knotted. This yarn it's by Katie and the Squid on Etsy. I'll leave a link in the description below. And and this is on her Squid base sock, and it is called Seaside. So I love beach colors. Love beach. Anything beach. These I'm just going along on the foot, and I need to stitch those faster than my cat can try to steal them from me and destroy them. I did finish a crochet project recently. I finished a Woobles kit. It was called Mimi the Snail, and it was a lot of fun to make. It's sitting on my credenza in my office at work. That's where I like to keep all of my little creations to show off. And I love the Woobles kits. I know that there's a lot of mixed opinions about them with crocheters, but I think they're a lot of fun. Yes, they're a little pricey, but the quality of the products you get are great. The video instructions are super helpful. They put a lot of thought in their packaging. And also what people don't realize is you do actually get almost enough material to do 2 of whatever pattern you're making. I've bought a Snoopy kit that I made for a gift for a coworker, and I have enough to do another Snoopy. I haven't started him yet, but I have it. If you think about it, if you're paying $40 for a kit, and for enough at least to make 2 items, that's a pretty good deal. And I don't think a lot of people realize that about their kits. My next project, this is a little big. A while ago I had started to make a chunky knit blanket. Hi. And I didn't like how it was coming out when I was doing it by hand. So I've been seeing a lot of these blankets done on looms, and I had to give it a try because I wasn't liking the way they were coming out by hand, and I didn't like how the edges were coming out. I took the blanket that I had started a while ago, and I've just been kind of unraveling it and doing it on this loom, and it's coming out so much nicer. I love the tension, and of course now I've gone down the rabbit hole of videos to learn how to do other stitches. This is another work in progress to go with all the others. And finally, so in my last video a few weeks ago, I talked about the Sunkissed Fiber Festival in Tampa, and it was the first fiber festival I think that's ever been in Florida, or at least has been in a long time. And I loved it. I went nuts. My husband had a bike ride about an hour away from there, and I went along and I went crazy. I'm not going to show you everything I bought. There's actually a picture on my Instagram page where I have everything I bought laid out on a bed. And I'm not going to show you everything, because when I say I went a little crazy, I went a little too crazy. But I had so much fun because it was the first one that I ever went to. And the designers there were really nice people, and there was just so much beautiful stuff there. And I just couldn't help myself. I have a couple of my favorites to show, and then the rest are all like back there in bags, hiding at the moment. And so since this was a Florida Fiber Festival, a lot of the designers had special yarn dyed just for the show, and of course everything was in a like Florida colors, a lot of like, you know, blue and pink and like, I guess, sunset beach type colors and stuff. And oh man, it was a lot to choose from. And then I also kind of geeked out a little bit because 3 by the Sea Designs were there, and I loved their stuff. I saw this colorway and I just about melted because it is so gorgeous. And it's on a stellina base, so it's got the pretty glittery bits to it. Here's another one. Aren't they so pretty? Like, I don't even want to unravel these. I just want to look at them from afar. Eventually I will. I'll figure something out. I was expecting a lot of the dyers there to be from Florida, but they weren't. There were a lot that were from out of state. So I got to see a lot of designers that I didn't even know existed, which is pretty awesome. Look at this one. Look at this beautiful pink and green. Yeah. Right, this is by Fiber Seed. And I forget where they're from. Does it say it on their card? I love this. I'm sorry, y'all, if you hear little meows, that's my tuxedo cat. He's just coming in here to remind me he exists, and that I'm ignoring him. Look at this gorgeous yarn. And this yarn, I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, because it is a fingering yarn, but not for socks. And I don't know if that dawned on me when I picked it up and was like admiring it, but I'm looking at it, it's a 50-50 silk merino. And obviously not socks. 437 yards. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. It might have to be a hat. But it's so soft, and it's just one of those that you can just pet for days. And yeah. So anyway, I went a little crazy and over budget, but now I know what to expect for next year and how much to save for next year, because they are already talking about coming back next year. They've already secured the same weekend at the Hillsborough Fairgrounds where they were this year. And I am so excited to go back. I already told my husband, you're signing up for that bike race you went to next year, because I have to go back to that yarn show. Anywho, that's all I have for this video. Not a whole lot to show or talk about, but I just wanted to check in and show you all what I have been working on. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you're working on, what your favorite project I showed here was, or the yarn, or just say hi, hello, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!